Very often, women conclude that they know everything about men. But what makes them think so? Is it all the social media that claims that men are easy to figure out? Who knows? That is why we dared to carry out research, and we must tell you that there is a huge list of things that men would like you to know about them, but will never tell you directly. We are more than sure that most of them will come as a shock to you, especially the secrets in the end. Welcome to a new video from the Social Psychology Masters YouTube channel. If you are new here, subscribe for more social psychology videos. And comment down below I subscribed so we can welcome you. Let's start. 21 things men wish women knew. Number 1. Men say I love you in action more than words. It's no secret that ladies enjoy being told they're loved. Men, on the other hand, are unique in this regard. They believe that doing something nice for you around the house, or doing something that makes you happy is considerably more important than simply saying I love you. The majority of men prefer to express their emotions through actions rather than words. Number 2. Men talk about their feelings indirectly. It may be easier for your man to talk about his feelings indirectly. Ask what they do during a romantic weekend. Or what they thought the first time they met you. Their answers will reveal how they feel and bring you closer. It's not that easy for men to just open up and talk about their feelings, even for their ladies. Number 3. Men take commitments seriously. Men make commitments, but they do it with extreme care since they intend to spend the rest of their lives with the women they marry. Men have a reputation for being hesitant to make long-term commitments. Men, on the other hand, appear to be serious about marriage, according to the evidence. They could take a little longer to commit because they want to be sure they're in it for the long term. 90% of currently married males stated they would marry the same woman again if given the opportunity. Number 4. They are really listening. The fact that they do not show any sign that they are listening to you does not mean that they do not. When you're listening to someone talk, you probably chime in with a yes or I see every now and then. It's your way of saying, I'm listening. But some guys don't do this. Just because a man isn't saying anything doesn't mean they are not listening. They may prefer to listen quietly and think about what you're saying. Number 5. Bonds are formed through shared activities. Bonds are formed by shared activities. Men strengthen their relationships with their partners by doing things together, rather than by sharing thoughts or feelings. For many men, activities like sports and sex make them feel closer to their partner. Number 6. Needing alone time doesn't mean he hates you. When a man says he needs alone time, women often think it means that their boyfriend is sick of their company and that they are on the precipice of a breakup. But that's not the case. Some guys say, sometimes we just need our alone time and space to do guy things. It does not mean that we are tired of you or dislike you. When both partners have space to nurture their individuality, they have more to give to each other. Number 7. Men learn from their fathers. Get to know a man's father if you want to know how he will act in a relationship. How they interact with one another, as well as how the father interacts with his own partner, can predict how a guy would interact with his wife. Number 8. Men let go faster than women. Negative experiences are remembered more vividly by women, who may experience tension, worry, or sadness for longer periods of time. Men, on the other hand, are less likely to concentrate on bad experiences and are more likely to move on. So, while you might still want to discuss last night's fight, your man may have already forgotten about it. Number 9. Men don't pick up on subtle cues. Men are more likely to miss subtle signals like the tone of voice or facial expressions. And they are especially likely to miss sadness on a woman's face. If you want to make sure your guy gets the message, be direct with him, and don't wait for him to play the guessing game, because that is something that men are worst at. They can't differentiate the hint you may be giving them. Number 10. Men respond to appreciation. Showing appreciation for your guy can make a big difference in the way they act. Take parenting. Studies show that fathers are more involved in caregiving when their wives value their involvement and see them as competent. We all want to be appreciated. That is why there is nothing wrong with telling him how good he is at something. Number 11. Men think about sex a lot. Okay, so maybe this one is no secret. Most men under 60 years of age think about sex at least once a day, compared with only a quarter of women. And that's not all. Men fantasize about sex nearly twice as often as women do, and their fantasies are much more varied. But thinking is not the same as doing because everything just happens subconsciously. Number 12. Significance of intimacy. It's a myth that most men think sex is just for fun. For many, sex is a very important act between two committed people. And just like most women, men find sexual intimacy to be most satisfying within a committed relationship. One reason is that long-term partners know how to please one another better than strangers do. Number 13. They like it when you initiate the first move. Most guys feel as though they're the ones who always initiate sex or romantic acts. But they also like to be pursued and wish their partner would take the lead more often. Don't be shy about letting your guy know you're in the mood. Initiating romantic acts some of the time may lead to a higher level of satisfaction for both of you. Number 14. Guys aren't always in the mood. Men, much to many women's surprise, aren't always in the mood for sex. Just like women, men are often stressed by the demands of work, family, and paying the bills. And stress is a big libido crusher. When a guy says, "not tonight," it doesn't mean they have lost interest in you. They just mean they don't want to have sex right then. Number 15. Men like pleasing their partners. Very often, women complain that they are unsatisfied with their men. Your pleasure is important to your man. But they won't know what you want unless you tell them. Too many women feel uncomfortable talking about what they like and don't like. If you can tell them clearly in a way that doesn't bruise their ego, they'll listen. Because they know they'll feel good if you feel good. Number 16. Guys get performance anxiety. Most men get performance anxiety on occasion, especially as they age. Your guy may worry about his body, technique, and stamina. If you can help them learn to relax and stay focused on the pleasures of the moment, making love will become less stressful. Number 17. Men may stray when needs aren't met. If a man doesn't feel loved and appreciated in his relationship, he may turn elsewhere for satisfaction. For one man, that may mean burying themselves in work. Another may develop a fixation on sports or video games. Some men cheat. To avoid this, partners need to work together to meet each other's needs. Number 18. They really care about the relationship. Sometimes it happens that a long-term relationship starts to fall apart. You may be surprised, but your man is not the one to push it and break it all to pieces. On the contrary, if you show him that you are ready to work to preserve it, so will he, that is for sure. Number 19. Men like compliments. You know how when a guy you like gives you a compliment and it makes you feel better about yourself and simultaneously more interested in him? Men are no different. Number 20. Men get nervous on first dates too. Because men are taught to project confidence on first dates, many women think they're frantically changing outfits while a guy is just strolling around without a care in the world. But to clarify that, when it comes to first dates, men are just as nervous as women. Number 21. Emotional confusion. When we tell women that we don't know how we feel about something, it's usually true, one man said. Men genuinely don't understand how they are supposed to feel, and that's normal. This has nothing to do with you. If you have made it this far, well done. If you are really serious about learning the secret of how to make any man fall in love with you, we highly recommend checking out the first link in the description of this video. It's a professional and powerful psychology guide that has helped thousands of women all around the world to understand exactly how men think and what they really need to fall in love. It will help you win him over, even if he wasn't initially interested in you. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Check out our other videos for more interesting psychology topics. Thanks for watching.